what it really do again. Welcome back to the channel. As always, you better be having a good day, man. Shit. Now with that being said, for you guys today, I have Ain't No Way, aka Mikanko's. And I named this Ain't No Way because this deck is actually like, ain't no way, bro. It's just, there's no way you could do the things that you could do with this deck. I mean, it's a going second deck is a board breaker, but also I have a replay where basically I made my opponent go second. They said, you know, they set down one card. And basically, usually when you do that, Mikanko doesn't like that. I still managed to OTK him with nothing on the board, which is hilarious. So with that being said, if you guys enjoy the content, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would greatly appreciate it. Enough with the talking. We got about maybe 4 or 5 saucy replays. Let's get into those. Right, again, here we are for replay numero uno of today. Number 1, you know what I'm saying? Now, this was against branded Despia. You won't know that, though, because you're not going to see a single branded or Despia card in this replay right here. I'm basically showing you this replay because I managed to still destroy my opponent, even when they didn't do anything. Because right here, right, most people know nowadays that if your opponent gives up their first turn and let you go first, you're playing Mikanko. So he knows I'm playing Mikanko. He sets this down. And basically, Mikanko doesn't like that because you don't get to OTK, right? Psych! We're going to activate the Ohime. We're going to grab ourselves the Great Mikanko Ceremony, right? Sending the High Read to the graveyard. They're going to activate the Duel and Labyrinth. I'm like, okay, congratulations, you played yourself. I'm going to activate the ceremony so I can special summon the Ohime, right? Activating the ceremony again. Banish that thing so I can send the Mikanko dance to the graveyard. And this is why I'm playing this thing at 3. This thing is stupid. Because now I get to body my own monsters. Special summon 2 Kajus onto the field. Activate the dance. Get the Harry onto the field, activate the Maxi for emotional damage, because I already know I was going to win the game, bro. I already knew I was going to win the game. This is just emotional damage right here. We're going to activate the double-edged sword right here. Double-edged sword, giving this thing the attack boost, so now it's 5,300. I'm going to slap it one time for the one time, and the attack gets double. You can do that. You can still you can still OTK your opponent even when they don't do anything, bro. This is wild. So with that being said, let's go into the next replay. Right, again, here we are for the second replay of today, numero dos. And basically this was against Purrely, and I actually went first because I want to show you different replays, more variety. I just don't want to show you me OTKing people going first all the time. So we're going to activate the Hitting Armory, right? We hit the Interrupted Kaiju, that way we could search out our Water Abstinence. Now they activated the Drill and Logbird, and I'm like, okay, bet, congratulations, you play yourself. I'm going to activate my ceremony because I'm graduating today. It is what it is, bro. We're going to special summon the Nini onto the field, so nothing to the graveyard, activating this thing's effect. That way I can search out, well, sending my Mikanko down to the graveyard. Then we're going to activate our Abstinence, right? Targeting the Lily, activating its effect, bring the Lily back to the hand so I can special summon the Huli. And then we're going to set down our trap, right? Our Mikanko Rivalry. Now, I'm not going to lie to you, bro. If your opponent doesn't have back row removal, this thing is actually kind of hard to out, which is crazy, right? So here they're going to activate the Purrely. They're going to hit one Purrely Sleepy Memory. They're going to activate the Purrely Sleepy Memory, activating its effect, special summoning the Purrely, activating the Purrely. That way they could get a My Friend Purrely. They're going to set that thing down because now they have a friend. They're going to activate the Purrely Happy Memory because they believe they're happy right now because they don't know they're about to take this L. It's all it is. So here they're going to normal summon, well, special summon another Purrely, activating that thing's effect. They hit a Nibiru, another Purrely, and a Purrely Happy Memory. Once again, this man is just super happy right now. They're going to activate my friend Purrely. It's not my friend, it's their friend though. So here, I don't know exactly what spell I hit, but then they're going to activate another Happy Memory, right? They're going to special summon another Purrely, activating that thing's effect, hitting another friend, Call by the Grave, and another Pretty Memory. They get the Pretty Memory onto the hand. Then they're going to use 2 level 1 monsters to Exceed Summon into the Sylvian Princess Sprite, right? Activating that thing's effect, and luckily for them, they hit another Pretty Memory, bro. This guy is just, this is beautiful. This guy is beautiful. I don't tell you. So here they're going to activate this thing's effect, activating the E-Purrely Happiness. Again, they're believing that they're happy, bro, and they don't know the sadness of this L, the despair. So here they're going to activate another Happy Memory, activating the E-Purrely Happiness. They're gonna attach that thing to the Purrely Happiness. They're gonna send this thing back into my hand, right? I'm like, okay, bet. They're gonna special summon another Purrely, using both of these monsters right here into the Sky Striker Air Asilia. They're gonna activate that thing's effect. They're gonna try and pop my Mikanko rivalry here, so I decided to use that thing's effect, which basically I'm going to attach a card to this thing, right? So here I goofed, okay, because I'm blind. So this thing, it was supposed to be the other spell that allows me to take over this thing right here, because I know I can't send this back to the hand right now, but because they look alike, I got it confused, bro. So I ended up doing this shenanigans, which is okay. We got slapped in the face one time for the one time, slap for the 2000. They're gonna activate that thing's effect, getting themselves a straight Purrely Street. They're gonna diminish things attack, slap me for the 1800. Once again, they're gonna use this monster right here to XT summon to Divine Arsenal AA2. Now, I'm not 100% sure if they had the 5 materials on that thing yet, but either way, the reason why I thought, or I was thinking that they didn't go into New War is because, one, maybe they couldn't because they never hit the Delicious, and two, they rather go into this thing because they know I'm playing Mikanko, and maybe they didn't want me Kaijuing their New War, but I'm not 100% sure. I am going to activate my rivalry though, activating its effect so I can get the Water Abstinence back to the hand. So here I get preparations of right, so I can prepare for this W, right? Then I'm going to Kaiju the Zeus. I'm going to activate the Water Abstinence so I can bring the Kaiju back to my hand so I can special summon the Hari. Activating the Hari's effect so I can get myself a Fire Dance. Activating that thing's effect. Special summoning the Nini back onto the field, right? Then I'm going to special summon the Zeus back onto the field just so I could Kaiju it again for emotional damage. I'm gonna activate my Mikanko Dance, special summoning the Huli, bring that thing onto the field, slap it for the 3000, slap it again, and one time for the one time, it was GG's. I was being petty, bro. I did not need to special summon that Zeus just so I could Kaiju it again, bro. But sometimes you gotta inflict emotional damage, bro. It is what it is. Next replay. Alright, gang, here we are for replay numero 3 of today for you, my boy. Now, this one was against a Punk Sprite Pile deck. Punk Sprite Pile, that sounds cool. But either way, it makes me want to build a Punk Sprite deck. I might have to get on that. I don't think I'm going to build a Pile one, though. So here they're going to activate the Foxy Tune, activating the thing's effects, and into the graveyard so they can special summon the Sea-Amen, activating the Sea-Amen so they can get the Ogre Dance to the hand. They're going to get the Nemo Beaver onto the field, activating its effects so they can bring the Angler. With the Angler and the Amen, they're going to go into the Sprite Sprint. Start sprinting then. They're going to activate that thing's effects, sending another Angler to the graveyard so they can special summon 2 Beavers. But your name's not Justin. So here they're going to use both of these monsters right here to go into the Gigantic Sprite, 32 ounces, 32 liters, right? Activate that thing's effect. Special summon the carrot because when you drink soda, you have to get a salad with that. You're going to get the elf onto the field. You're going to activate that thing's effect. Bring the carrot back onto the field, 2 level 2s or just 2 monsters in general. IP of the Mascarenita. I freaking love this artwork, but I'm not paying for that. So they're going to activate the Ogre Dance. That way they can get another CM to the hand, which is basically just follow up for next turn. So here they end their turn, so we have to basically, we don't have a lot to play through, but you know, the main thing that we have to get rid of this thing, which I Kaiju it right away because I don't want them bringing the carrot onto the field because we are playing a bunch of spells. They're gonna hit me with the Max C. I'm like, okay, bet, congratulations. I'm gonna activate the Interrupt the Kaiju Slumber. And he did something kind of smart. He used all 3 of these monsters right here to go into the Access Code Talker, which cannot be destroyed, right? So I'm like, okay, bet. So I don't get to bring my Kaijus onto the field. They activate that thing's effect, giving it the attack boost. I activate the Hitting Armory. That way I could search out my Water Abstinence. Then I'm going to activate another Hitting Armory. That way I could search out my Fire Dam, my Hinakami. We're going to activate the Ceremony, banish that thing so I can send in my Mikanko Dance. That's going to make them trigger the Mudara so they can bring that thing back into my hand. Because they don't know what the heck I have in the hand right now. So I'm like, okay, Fire Dance activate, get my Harry onto the field, activate the double-edged sword, give this thing an attack boost, slap it on one time for the one time. He did manage to basically interrupt me twice, kind of. So claps for that. You still got body though, bro. I'm sorry. Next replay. Alright gang, here we are for replay number 4 of today. So basically this one was against a Labyrinth deck, and this is one of my early replays, bro, so I made a few mistakes. I'm gonna tell you how and why I made the mistakes or whatever not, because I was still iffy with the deck around this time, but it made up for a really interesting duel. So here they're gonna activate the Ariana, activating the Lady Labyrinth so they can special that thing onto the field. I'm gonna activate the Maxi. They had the Ash Blossom. Like, okay, bet, congratulations. I don't really care. Honestly, we don't need the Maxi. That thing gets negated. The Lady Labyrinth gets to pop herself on the field. Then Ariana gets to pop off, searching herself a big welcome. I'm welcoming them to this L. That's what's gonna happen. So here they said on the 2 background, I'm gonna get my Ohime. I'm going to Kaiju the Lady, activating the preparations of right, so I can get another Ohime. We're going to activate that thing's effect, getting myself the Water Abstinence, sending the Fire Dance to the graveyard. Then we're going to activate the Water Abstinence. And here, this is goofball number 1. What I should have done was attach it to this thing, bring this thing back to my hand, and Kaiju this thing again. But you know, again, I wasn't thinking right. So I'm going to special summon the Hari, activate that thing's effect so I can get in my Mikanko dance. We're going to activate the dance, attaching it to this thing so I can slap this thing in the face. Then I'm going to activate the big welcome, which basically makes it so they send this thing back to my hand, but I still get to slap them up for the 29,000, because as long as you do damage, you're good. And I'm gonna send this thing back to my hand. And here, I didn't forget. It's just I thought that you could activate this thing to bring this thing back to the hand once again, but you can't do that. So basically, I just ended up just attaching it to it, because I'm a goofball. So here I get Kaiju myself, which is hilarious. And then they're going to activate the Ariana once again, searching themselves another Lady Labyrinth. They're going to go into the battle phase, slapping this thing up one time for the 1-time, get it out of here. Slapping me up for the 1600. Then they're going to use both of these monsters right here to link up into the Muckraker from the Underworld. Okay, bet. They're going to activate that thing's effect, which basically should allow them to special summon that thing. Then they're going to activate the Labyrinth Chandelier. Now here, I think they made a mistake, because I didn't notice this until now. They sent this thing to the graveyard with the effect of this thing. So I think what they were trying to do was send this to the graveyard with this thing's effect so they could bring the lady onto the field, but they clicked on it and activated it by mistake. That's what I'm assuming happened, because it did activate this thing's effect, which now basically doesn't get to happen. And now they bring another Welcome Labyrinth onto the field, right? So here we join to a Hidden Armory. We're going to activate that thing's effect. That way we could search out the double-edged sword. I'm going to activate my Ohime, grabbing myself the Great Mikanko Ceremony, sending the double-edged sword to the graveyard. We're going to activate this thing's effect so I can special summon the Ohime, right? We're going to activate the Ohime's effect. That way I was trying to attach this thing to this thing from the graveyard. And this guy was actually really smart. He activated the big welcome and sent that thing back to his extra deck. So now I don't have a monster to slap, and basically I can't attach. I had to attach this to myself. Then they're gonna activate the Chandelier, bringing this thing back to the hand. But unfortunately for them, we still had more follow. So we're gonna activate the Ceremony, sending the Huli to the graveyard, so I can activate my Mikanko Fire Dance, my Hinakame. And then we're going to special summon the Lulu, which is going to allow me to special summon the Glaciel onto the field. Activate this thing's effect, searching for my trap. We're going to activate the Mikanko Dance, special summon the Hari, attach the Mikanko Dance to that thing, activate its effect, searching out another Water Abstinence. We're going to set down a trap, slap this thing up 1-time for the 1-time. That's going to allow me to activate this thing's effect. So I send this back to the hand so I could do more damage and end the game right here. Mikanko is freaking stupid, bro. I have another bonus replay for you. I'm gonna show it. It's a pendulum deck, so we're gonna do some kind of skipping, right? Let's get into that. Right, gang. So I'm gonna fast forward this right here, because it's a bunch of pendulum shenanigans that I don't know anything about pendulums, bro. Anything at all, unless it's Abyss actors, then I don't know what the heck they do. So we're just gonna skip this thing. I might just even edit it into like skipping it a little bit or whatever. So I'll be right back. Nah, that was, this man just special summoned. I don't remember this. How do you special summon? All right, continue. Alright, bro, so listen, this is their board. This thing right here, basically once per turn when a spell card effect is activated, quick effect, you can return one card you control or a spell counter to the hand with a spell counter to the hand if you do negate that activation. So this is a spell or trap negate, right? This is another each time a spell card is activated, place 2 spell counters on a card when it resolves once per turn. When your opponent activates a monster effect, quick effect, you can remove 2 counters and negate that thing, which he has 2 of them, right? Then this thing right here, when a card is special summon, target one opponent face-up attack position monster, return it to the hand. When a spell, trap, or card or another monster is effect activated, you can shuffle one face-up pendulum monster from your extra deck into the deck, negate the active. So basically this is a full hand of negates, bro, with Magician's Right Hand, right? Which is crazy because this is also a spell negate, right? So all I have in my hand is spells, right? So I'm like, okay, bet, congratulations, let's do it. We're gonna Kaiju this thing first, get it out of here. I'm gonna activate my interrupted Kaiju Slumber. The Magician's Right Hand is gonna take care of that, get it out of here. I'm going to activate my Preparations of Right. They're gonna activate this thing's effect right here. That way they could basically, again, negate it by sending this thing back to the hand. Pop it, get it out of here. So here I'm going to activate my Hidden Armory, sending the Preparations of Right. They're gonna activate the Celine, detaching some materials from this thing so they can special summon this thing from the graveyard right here. I mean from their Pendulum thing. So here I get my double-edged sword. I'm going to activate my Water Abstinence, getting my Kaiju back onto my hand, right? Give me that. So I can special summon the Huli. Then I'm going to Kaiju this thing again, putting the double-edged sword right here. And I'm going to slap him in the face with the 5,000, slap him. All I needed was one Kaiju. One Kaiju, bro, to win against a full board of negates. How do you do that? The deck is crazy. Let's go into the deck list. Alright, gang, here we are for the deck list portion of the video. Now, I know you see it, 2 max Cs. If you want to bump it up to 3, then just bump it up to 3, bro. 41 cards is it's not going to hurt the consistency all that crazy. I just don't care for max seal that much, so I just play it at 2. I played 2 Harry, Disoso, Mikanko. This thing basically allows you to search out one spell from the deck to your hand once you equip it with a spell right here. Then you have 1 Nini. You don't need to play. You honestly could just not play this at all. But I like to play it because it gives you another monster to bring onto the field. Also, if you're going first, this thing has a basically quick effect right here, which says you can target one face of monster your opponent control, take control of it until the end phase. So if you're going first and you need to build a board, the best thing you could do is bring her onto the field with this thing and your trap, and you might be okay. So then that's why we run her at 1. Then we run 2 Hilu the Jewel Mikanko. This thing is basically your cracky sauciness when you are going to have to make a going first board, and when your opponent doesn't do anything, because this thing protects your other monsters from being popped and stuff like that, your Mikankos, which is really cool. Then we have 3 lava golems because you don't have to normal summon with this deck, like at all. And then you get to get rid of 2 bodies on the field. This thing has 3,000 attack. You're gonna slap yourself into it. You're gonna have a great day. Then you have 1 Doberman, the Max Flame Kaiju, 1 level 8. I basically just played 3 different Kaijus because it seems to be the best thing to do, just in case you have one in the hand, because you know you need to have one in the deck to be able to activate this thing's effect. So I play 1 of each. We play 1 Jisuruku, 1 Thunder King, and 1 Jisuruku the Star Destroying. So basically light, and a fire one, right? Then we went 3 Ohime of the Manifested Mikanko. If you want to be on a budget, you can play this at 2. It's just you always want to see this in the hand, so that's why I played at 3. Also, I got my Prismatic one right here, or whatever this is called, Glossy Finish, which is really cool. So she's gonna, well, one thing that you should know as well is that she doesn't need any attachments. If you slap yourself against a monster on the field, they're gonna take the battle damage without you needing to have an attachment to this thing, which is really cool. Harpy's Feather Duster to get rid of back row if you need to. 3 Hidden Armories. This thing is really good because if you open, it's not once per turn. It's not once per turn, so if you activate it 3 times, you can search out 3 of your spells, which is really nice. Then 3 Preparations of Right to search out your Ohime. Then 3 Interrupted Slumber Kaijus. The reason why I'm playing it at 3 is because of the first replay. This thing allows you to basically OTK your opponent even if they don't do anything. But again, if you're on a budget, what you should do is do this right here. That is your best option. Just get rid of one of them, play this at 2, and play Maxi at 3 if you want to. 2 Part of Extravagance, because you legitimately do not care about your extra deck at all. You just don't. You don't need it. So then you have one lightning summon, again, just to get rid of back row and stuff like that. I only have one of these, and this thing is limited to one, so that's why I play it at one. Then double-edged sword, you're okay with it at one. You won't need more than one, but this thing is some cracky sauciness. This is basically essential in the deck. You have to have this thing. Then we have 2 Mikanko Fire Dance, Mahino Kami right here, which basically allows you to, when you special summon, it allows you to basically special summon one of your Mikankos from the hand, which is really cool. Then you have your Mikanko Water Abstinence, which when you're going second, you're going to attach it to one of your opponent's monsters, return it to the hand, special summon one of your Mikankos, and then that's how you're going to start your combo. Then 1 Mikanko Reflection ran done. This is what I was trying to attach to the Purrely monster so I could take over it, but because they look alike, see, I freaking activated this thing instead of this thing. But this thing allows you to take over your opponent's monster on their turn, basically, which is really cool. You have to have a Mikanko monster on the field though, just so remember that. 1 Mikanko Dance, you honestly don't need more than one. This thing is really cool because if you have it in the graveyard and you have a Mikanko monster in the graveyard that you could send with this thing, you could basically activate and special summon and attach yourself to that monster, which is really nice. Then 2 Great Mikanko Ceremony, because you're graduating today, bro. It's your ceremony. And basically this is going to special summon your Ohihime, and then you could banish this thing and it's going to allow you to send another card to the graveyard, which is really cool. Then you have your Trap, your Mikanko Rivalry. You don't need more than one, because you're basically trying to play going second every game. But just in case you have to go first, the thing is really cool, so you're going to search it out with this thing. Most of the time going first, if you have to, you're going to end up with this thing, and any one attachment that you could get on this thing, any one of your attachment spells. Then we run 1 Phantom Knight Varia. Again, your extra deck doesn't really matter, but you know, 2 level 3 monsters, you get to pop a card on the field, slap somebody and make a Zeus. That's why you have the Downer Magician right here, so you can make the Zeus as well. 1 Salaman Almirage, 1 Nightmare Phoenix, because you know, 2 monsters, pop out a spell on the field. And basically we play almost one of each one of the Charmers, which the Fire one, the Earth one, the Water one, the Light one, and the Dark one. Then I do play 1 IP Masquerade, just in case we can end up with one of these on the field and other 2, just use the other 2 going to IP, and that way you can make a unicorn or something like that. Again, we have 1 unicorn, 1 Meg Knight Crusader Evermax, 1 Access Code Talker, and 1 Underworld Goddess. But like I said, legitimately, if you're on a budget, get rid of all of that stuff and just play with just get your 2 Part of Extravagance, because you're gonna basically use this to get rid of everything in there anyways. You don't need the extra deck, so which kind of makes this deck kind of cheap for all the things that you need, right? So with that being said, if anybody has any questions, comments, and concerns, hit me up in the comment section below. I always reply. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. If you did, please leave a like, share, comment, and subscribe to the boy, because I would really appreciate it. I'll catch you guys next time. Continue having a great day, my boys. Peace.